Okay. All right, so if you're watching this video, it's probably from the future because right now I have 6 subscribers and 3 of them are probably my family members, at least 3. So, yeah, if you landed on this video, I should be a lot further along on YouTube. So let me give you a little backstory. Right now, I am 23. I'm living in Thailand. I was living in Chiang Mai for 2 months, and I met this guy, Mike Rari, who hopefully he is a massive, massive content creator. By the time you're watching this video, dude knows content. But I came here to Thailand and I didn't know how to make content and I didn't know what I wanted to do or what direction I wanted to go. I was very, very confused with niches, like what kind of niche should I do? And he really cleared that up for me. He was breaking down like the questions I had for content, and we recorded it. So I'm gonna throw it up on the screen, and then in the description or in the comments, I'm going to put down the notes I took. Other than that, enjoy.
So good. So hear this? Fluctuate. You've definitely heard this.
This is like an edit.
You don't know this song?
I've never heard it.
Do you know the song in the background? No. You know what Fluctuate is?
No, never.
You've definitely heard this in the back of like an edit of like a tape.
Do you get some of your songs from like TikTok? Oh, you don't have to.
You heard this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's this song mixed with
okay,
I like EDM, like I have a different.
No, I like the it just.
Yeah, it gets
yeah.
you hyped up. I don't know what it is.
I don't tell
Feeling.
people though. I don't show people, but like I'm like it's a pretty good fucking.
Oh hell yeah! I don't. I've got no plans. If you think I'm weird, fuck
it, right?
Fuck it. Fuck. I want you. It's
Good.
not gonna affect me. I'm weird. I embrace that shit.
I think
that's what connects people.
Yeah.
You realize you're not trying to be an influencer. You're just being a real person. Like you're not gonna like everything about me. You might be like, oh wow, he's super knowledgeable about YouTube, but this guy's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay, like as long as
that's how you
got whatever you
that's
like.
how you get the people that aren't supposed to be in your life away from you, and the ones that are.
Everything that's supposed to that is for you will come to you.
Yeah.
Like when you have all this hate, I realized like I have all these people follow me and then they'll unfollow me. I realized, okay, cool. You just want you're just like cool. I filter out the right people, so now I can have the right people come. I don't want a million followers and 10.
You need like those true
active.
fans.
Right, like I just want people who actually do fuck with me. Like, if you don't fuck with me, or if you hate on me, whatever it is, it's just more engagement.
Yeah.
And now I've got more potential to show to people that will like me. You know, but yeah, so that's one thing. But
you were saying about
what were we talking about?
short form, once a day.
Yeah. Okay. So
once a day.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Alright, so basically, short form every single day. Is it rolling?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. You have a privacy screen on there?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I can't see.
Oh.
Short form every single day.
Okay.
There's no exception. You post with 4 to 8 hashtags, whatever it is related to whatever it is you're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you do travel videos, like for my videos, I'll do like travel, hashtag Thailand, hashtag Thailand travel, hashtag funny, hashtag whatever it is, and then hashtag Mike Rari, hashtag Rari travels. Like 2 hashtags that are related to you. And every single day you upload to all the platforms. You have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is. These are multiple avenues that you're able to build your following. Let's say you want to start long form. You've been posting shorts. You post all of the videos on your shorts now, and you've got 100,000 subs on shorts because you are on your YouTube channel. Now go upload long form. You've got an audience that's already ready to watch you. The Instagram, you've got an audience that's already ready to watch you. Now you have to do is just clip shit. And you clip it, and then you just fire off on like making as many of those videos as you possibly can. Now you can focus on long form, and then you still create things that you know people kind of want to watch, right? People are coming forward. For example, like I made this mall video, right?
Yeah.
I know people kind of like that style, and that brings in people. Okay, cool. So I just make some of those videos every once in a while. You don't stop the thing that's bringing in what you want to do. Just because you want to do long form doesn't mean that's all you're allowed to do. you need to focus on the thing that still brings people in. Remember, people don't care about you, people care about what they're getting from you.
Yeah.
So as long as you're able to focus on that, and then you mix in, like, these videos, believe it or not, it's like me having fun and doing whatever it is. Like, you see the clips of me, like, living my best life. It's not about me. It's about the feeling I'm giving other people. And that's what I realized, like, people literally don't give a fuck about you. And then because of the feeling that you give them, right, you like them. Like, for example, you really like Andrew Tate as a person, right? But, like, you don't like Andrew Tate because he's Andrew Tate. You like Andrew Tate because of all the value that he's given you previously that now makes him a valuable person to you. Like, if somebody feeds you at first, right, you don't like them, but you like the fact that they're giving you food, and so they become a valuable person to you. And then enough times they'll feed you, and now they're a valuable resource to you because that's your source of food, that's your source of whatever it is. So for maybe people like Andrew Tate, because that's their source of inspiration, right? Maybe people like me because I'm the source of like, ooh, that's a good feeling that I want to be able to chase too. And that's what it is. Or like Iman Gadzhi. Nobody gave a fuck about Iman Gadzhi until he started spitting some fucking facts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta be able to do. So what is it that you're giving people? Is it a feeling?
So
is it
very
value
driven.
Yeah,
like
but it's not. It doesn't need to be like content. Like education doesn't mean value.
Yeah.
Like you can teach people
value
how to draw. Value can be a lot of different things. Do you make somebody feel some type of way? Do you give them inspiration to do whatever it is that they're doing? Sometimes, why do we look at people who drive Lambos and we love watching them? Because they are doing something that we wish we could be doing. We see them ourselves in that shoe. Like, people live vicariously because they're interested in whatever it is that you're doing, and they wonder, like, maybe they'll never be able to live that life, or maybe that's the life that they want to live. And so you're giving them that feel, and that's what everything is. Everything is feeling. So, Iman Gadzhi is not. He's telling you how to, or let's say Jordan Welch, for example, right? Jordan Welch is teaching people how to build dropshipping stores, but like, is he just teaching people how to build dropshipping stores, or is he giving people hope that they can make money just like he did? Yeah. He's teaching you how to do this thing, but at the end of the day, what you're really doing is like, oh my God, this guy's like, he's helped me. Like he wants to see me win, blah blah blah, and that's what makes you a valuable person. And then eventually, people just like you because you're so valuable. And that's what it is. So every single day, what is the value that you're providing? Is it entertainment? Is it information? Is it inspiration? And then you can take those three avenues and you can tie two of them together. You can tie three of them together. For me, I like doing everything, right? Not easy for people to do. You have to understand, I also have a lot of experience where I'm able to just kind of build that audience, right? But like, if you want to start off, like, pick one or two things that you can tie in, right? Motivation and education. You've got Iman Gadzhi, you've got Jordan Wallace, you've got Andrew Tate, right? Entertainment and inspiration. You've got like me, right? Where it's like, you feel you saw something funny, but like, oh, Mike's living the life that I really want to live. And that's really what it comes down to, is like, what are the feelings that you're giving people? And if you can kind of just mix that together, and then there's a content formula that you build, and you test content, you A/B test. Try this, you try this, you try this, you try that. And you tweak things a little bit. Oh, okay, people are not really watching the first part of the video. The most important thing you can work on is the hook. Because if you can't get them to care about the first 3 seconds of your video, they're not going to watch whatever it is. And then the other most important part is the storyline and the reward that you're giving them. What are they watching for? What are they trying to figure out? How much does 1,000 baht get you in Bangkok, Thailand, right? Okay, that's what they've come for. They want to know the answer to that question. Okay. If the end of the video does not deliver, like, you've got the storyline, the filler, the meat in between the video, and then at the end of the video, you're answering that question. And then maybe you give them a little something extra. Oh, and I got to do this free experience, and I didn't even pay any money for it. Over deliver. Like, whoa. So like, not all the happiness costed 1,000 baht. Not all this great feeling that I got to watch. Like, people want, draw them in, why they should care, right? What they're interested in, and then give them what it is that they want. And if you give them a little extra, that's how you hook people in. That's how you keep people watching the next thing. For example, everybody has a formula. Why did Dobrik do so well? Have you noticed every single clip, he ended off in laughing? There's not one single clip he had, and you watch any of his vlogs where the end of the clip didn't end with him laughing. So what he was doing is he was giving you a dopamine feel that you got addicted and you got to a hook of it, right? Gary Vee you know he's Gary Vee, and you know that you're gonna get a value because he drops a valuable video, right? But in the beginning of the video, you'll hear the snap. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're affiliating certain
It's
things.
like a sound hook.
Exactly. So there's different things. There's visual hooks. There's audible hooks, right? I did a video where like I was go-karting, and the first thing that I did was, I only paid $5 for this. That's what I was saying while I was recording myself. I said, I only paid $5 for this. Why that was such a good hook is, what did he? Now that hook drawed a bunch of people in. They didn't see what I was doing. They saw my face, and I'm going fast as fuck on the go-kart, right? And I said, I only paid $5 for this. My energy. What did he pay $5 for? Why is he going so fucking fast? What is it that he's doing? And you'll just start to slowly pick up. Like your brain will train to like find hooks. Like I don't even think about it, bro. At first I had to like kind of, apply myself to it. But if you do it enough times, you'd be like,
it's like
that's
second
a hook
nature.
right there.
Like,
Yeah, it's second nature. And that's why everything is just reps. Like you only get abs by going in and doing the ab crunch machine over and over and over again. And then you build muscle memory. You can get fat, but then you get back into the gym and you start doing crunches again, and all of a sudden it's really easy. It's not that hard to like the first time it was.
Yeah.
And that's what it is muscle memory, bro. And that's it. There's no secret. You need to do all the tags. You just do the tags that you normally do. Whatever it is that you normally do. Trending music you do. Stop trying to be like everybody else and just take a trending audio, and like you can do videos like that every once in a while. But if you build your career off of that, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're like everybody else. Be you.
Yeah.
You are the niche. There's no, I need to just make videos about, like, if you make videos about Legos, be prepared to make Lego videos the rest of your life. Because if that's all you set people up for, they don't give a fuck about you. They just want to see Legos. That's what they've come for. So you show up and you show out when you make videos, and just be you and show people, like, I'm a multifaceted person. I used to always worry about that because I didn't want to put myself in a niche. But like, you're the niche.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not like anybody else in the world. Like, I'm a very motivational, I'm an inspirational person. I love fitness. I love anime. I love YouTube. I'm obsessed. I love adrenaline. I love experiences, meeting people. Like, you will never be me. That's what I've realized. I tried to copy creators. Like, I went through my David Dobrik phases. I went through my Danny Duncan phase. I went through my Logan Paul, whatever it was, the people that I really like to be, but I will never be them. And that's the benefit. People are like, fuck, like I want to be like this person. No, you don't. You're special, bro. You're special. You have something that nobody else has. You think in a way that nobody else does. So use that to your advantage. Stop looking what everybody else is doing. Yes, look at what they're doing. Find 10 to 15 people that are making similar content. See what people are interested in. But, you can make similar content, but like, stop trying to be them. Be you.
Okay.
Find what you find interesting, because you'll do something that you like to do, or you like, oh, I like this little editing trick that I do, and all of a sudden that's you now. That's or you do something, or you wear something in the videos. Like Casey Neistat would wear glasses. Motherfucker, everyone want to wear glasses like Casey Neistat. After everyone wanted to draw on their fucking cameras and their shit after Casey Neistat was doing it and customizing all their stuff. Like, that was him. Nobody was like that. And soon you'll realize that people start to copy things that you do, and that's what, like, I make videos, and I find so many people who will blatantly, word for word, copy whatever it is that I'm doing. And it used to bother me at first, but then I realized, I'm like, okay, so I'm doing something right. Like, I can't be mad about that.
Yeah.
And
it's a compliment in a way.
It's a compliment in a way, And unfortunately, if they succeed, like that's great. But unfortunately, then they're not being them to their fullest potential. They're just being a copy of me, and everybody will ever see it, and everybody will ever know. If you laugh like Dobrik, people think Dobrik. They're not thinking about you. So
they were watching it and be like, oh, this guy's just like David Dobrik.
Exactly. So like, that's what I would go for. Is I would just be you, bro. Nobody is you. You might not think that you're special, because unfortunately we live in a world that, like, people have to validate you in order for you to feel that you are special. But watch, if you do enough of your own original shit and then you catch like some fire with it, you still might not recognize it, but other people will be like, wow, the way that you do this is so amazing. And they'll look at you and, like, you never know what people are saying about you or what people are thinking about you in the most positive light. And it's crazy because nobody really says that. That's why I always try to normalize like complimenting people in a genuine way, because it's important to feel like, oh shit, like what you're doing is great.
Yeah.
Like when I say you come to Thailand, bro, like that's big shit.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do that, you know, and not a lot of people say they do that. And I think that you're over here and you're like, oh yeah, it's a big thing, but you don't realize how big of a thing it is.
Yeah.
And it will change you as a person in a way that you never ever understood, you know.
Dude, I've changed so much since I've been here. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I was so scared to talk like in front of my phone, and I recorded Snapchats of me talking, and I just saved them
Yes.
every day until I like got
Practice.
more and more. Yeah, because I was like, the only way I'm gonna get comfortable is like reps, because I sounded so fucking awkward, and like
Yeah.
I was like, I had like a bad self-image when I first got here,
Yeah.
and then now I'm like, okay, like it's getting more normal, you know.
Yeah.
Like I can only imagine like if I make a video like every day for like a year at least.
Yeah.
Like imagine like the levels I'll be at
Bro.
compared to like when I started.
It's crazy. You don't even realize like the
You're
reps.
very fucking like comfortable and like
Yeah.
like not even
Man,
comfortable.
if
You're
you see the
good.
first
You're
video-
good.
If you see the first video I ever filmed, bro, I would script my videos because like in the beginning, I'm talking like this is 10, 12 years ago. I would script my vlogs. I would script them.
Yeah.
And because I had a vision of what it was, and I always liked that because I always had vision for something. Like I was able to imagine what it is that I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to execute in the way that I think it had never come out the way that I wanted it to come out. You
Yeah.
know? But I did it enough times, and when I remember, like when I would script the videos, I would read the script 50 times over before I get the thing right. Dude, if you looked at me when I first started, you said there's no fucking way this kid has potential. You would never, and that's why I said fuck what everybody thinks, bro.
Yeah.
Because you got something that only you can see, and nobody else can see that shit. And that's all that matters. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And just bet on that. Just bet on the fact that like if you have it in your mind, it can absolutely be a thing for you.
Yeah.
That's why they say like, bro, they've got these athletes and these millionaires and these people who are just so next level that we look at them and we're like, oh my god, we could never be that. And they always say like, dream big and like chase after your vision. And people don't understand what that actually means. Like when
No
you
one
get to
does
a
it.
level that you start achieving things that you never thought were fucking possible, you start realizing, why did I ever think this small? I was able to accomplish something this fucking big. I could do anything that I want.
Yeah.
That's why I said don't. 100 million subscribers is not unrealistic for me because I see it. Like I just see it. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just see it, and I don't need anybody else to see what it is that I'm saying. I just
Yeah.
put in. I'll make the videos. I'll let my actions speak for myself, and eventually the right people will attract towards it. And as long as my vision is fixated on that every single day, and there's nothing else that I think about, and that's my main focus. Like I think that's the number one rule. If you think of like the law of attraction, you look at and any of the laws, bro. It's what you focus on will come to you.
Yeah.
And it's not, oh, I want to be a professional athlete, and then like you're not taking the action to be a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Like when all your thoughts and your actions and the things that you say align with that thing, the opportunities and the vibrational state that you're in just tracks that. It attracts it. And once you start winning,
Yeah.
that's when it gets really easy. Because once you start winning, you just have to do the thing you did in the first place over and over again. Keep going. Don't stop doing it. The reason why people like lose after that shit is because they stop. And if you stop, well then it's on you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna have to restart, and it's gonna be hard again. And so don't stop once you start. You know, and don't get too caught up on what other people think. And you know, you're making this running video, and you're like, oh, well, what are people gonna think about this? Or it's not that great of a video, whatever it is. It's like,
Just post it.
post it, because nobody actually cares as much as you think that they do.
Okay.
Everyone's in their own world. You ever look at your Instagram
Yeah.
stories and you're like, why does this person not like my story? Why did this why are people not engaging? Why are people not swiping up? Motherfuckers are in their own world, bro.
Yeah.
Half the time, people are just swiping. through
You're
their
like
phone,
a
distracting
split
themselves.
second
You're
in their
a
mind
fraction.
that's gone.
You uploaded
Not even a
5
second.
stories, and I promise you, 90% of those people just
Yeah.
click through all of the stories, and yeah, nobody cares.
Okay, I have another question.
Go for it.
Do you think I should start making videos and stock up while I'm like in Bangkok, and then when I get to America and I start making videos, I start posting those first, or because
Well, here's
I'm-
the thing: is you also have to think about like what you want to create if you've got an interest in making videos out here in Bangkok and you want to kind of have that rep, like you want to travel and stuff like that, sure. Right, you're gonna go back to California if you're not gonna be out here for a while.
I was thinking, like, cause I'm gonna be at the parks running, like in Bangkok. Might as well make videos on that, and then when I go back to California, I just continue making like.
So
like, oh, I'm going for my ultra. I'm really excited to like start training for the ultra.
Marathon.
But once the ultra's done, I'm gonna keep running. Like I like running. It's fucking like, it's like a
passion.
Yeah, I just like it, but I don't want to be like known as a runner.
Remember, you can always pivot too. Like, I mean, you can't. I wouldn't say you can go from like running to like mathematical content, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's not really how it works. But if you got a general niche of things, for example, like I was in Thailand, right? But I like a lot of different things. Yeah. So I was trying different things, and then I was making content of like, oh, like I was at this really cool mall in Thailand. I'm traveling through. Oh, I also tried Muay Thai, and then like you can kind of dip your toes in the little different things. Like maybe you're not the running content, but maybe your content is fitness, and then like, oh, you also really enjoy travel, so you just start. You know, maybe your main thing is like fitness, or general health, right? Yeah. Like, okay, you enjoy running, but it doesn't mean you can't like talk about what you ate, right? And then you talk about what you ate, and all of a sudden now you're like going to the gym, and you're like, oh, this is what I ate for my workout session today. And then like, oh, okay, I'm traveling to Thailand, and we got to like, as long as you incorporate that core message, and
I think
lifestyle,
like fitness, eating.
You have to be careful like jumping too much, right? Yeah. But I wouldn't worry too much, like unless you know exactly what it is that you want right now. Yeah. Don't worry too much about like, oh, my following gonna build. Like you're gonna make 100. You can make a couple hundred videos and they're all gonna fucking suck. Yeah. Just be prepared to do that. Like there's not really a way around it other than just reps. Okay. First 1,000 fucking sit-ups, they suck. That's what it is. Yeah. You know, just you gotta get them out of the way and do your best job. And I think the best piece of advice I could give when it comes to like making each video is find one or two things that you can improve on the way. Like maybe it's an editing trick. Maybe it's like, ooh, I want to like fade in the audio, or like I want to change the way the captions look, or like try shit. Do other stuff that other people are doing. Try stuff that you just kind of see that nobody else sees. And every single day, every time you make a video, try and improve it one or two ways. Learn something. Okay. The best way to get good at something is to obsess yourself with all aspects of it. And what I mean by that is like, are you acting on it? Are you learning on it? Are you thinking about it? Are you getting around other people that are around it? Are you going to events that are about it? If you're into running, go to all the running, like go hang out with a running crew. Dude, there's content out of everything. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Okay, let's say you started as a runner, and now you're like, I really want to get into CrossFit. Okay, a runner tries CrossFit. You make that first video. Oh wow, guys, I'm actually really into CrossFit. Like, maybe, and then you transition, and now you still do running, but you're a hybrid athlete, or whatever the fuck you want to do. You know, like don't box yourself in, but don't go off the deep end of like, all right, I went from doing running to like, you have a core. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't want to go from running to doing content that's completely unrelated that nobody knows you for, right? You have a general theme. What is it you're trying to accomplish with your page? Maybe it's just you. Like, you're gonna want to make a video when you go scuba diving, right? It's your first time scuba diving, but you're a runner. Okay, make that content more so when people care about you. Okay. Nobody cares about you at first. They care about the value that you're bringing them. As long as you are focused on that, right? Then you become a valuable individual, and then you go on and you're able to like do whatever it is that you want. Like people will watch fucking Mr. Beast do anything now. Of course, he started off making the challenge videos, but because people just like him, they're like, Mr. Beast, like we'll watch you teach math. Like I don't know, you know, like people will watch that. There'd be an audience for it because they just love who he is. You'll watch David Goggins go play in a basketball game, right? Even though he's a runner. It's just we just love David Goggins. We love like whatever it is that he's doing. So that's kind of what it is it doesn't matter. You know, I would focus on the main core things that you really care about, and then you branch off. For me, I like trying new things. I like traveling, and I love just living life to the fullest and trying. And just with trying new things comes doing things that kind of scare me, and jumping into what is scary, you know. And so that's kind of my thing. But that's also my life. Like I also know I want to improve myself in every way possible, right? Jumping out of fear is like, okay, what else are you doing? What else are you doing to improve yourself? Well, I'm also pretty into the mindset shit and like learning, and I'm pretty, and there's other parts of me, right? I like fitness, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But once people like me doing traveling and stuff like that, I'm sure I'll have an audience that just likes me for me, and they'll want to watch me in my gym sessions. Cool. I start incorporating my gym sessions into the videos, and it's me talking about whatever it is that I'm talking about. But don't worry about that. Just short form, focus on delivering a video that's high value, and that is going to show people whatever it is. If you're training for a marathon, talk about your personal experience. People are tied to people in their experiences and their thoughts rather than just the thing that they're watching, if that makes sense. It's not always about it being so shiny and like, have you noticed, like, you watch somebody get a Lamborghini and the Lamborghini is like cool and like, wow, it's so cool, but like, who are you? What did you do to get that? Like, what was the mentality? How do I get what you have?
Like, you want to know what they're thinking, what they're feeling, not just what they're doing, you know?
Like, what was what are the thoughts? Who are you as a person, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no longer just about, I bought the Lambo. Everybody buys a fucking Lambo.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit, dude. You can be rich as fuck, but like, do you have any depth to you? Who are you? How can I connect to you on a human level? And when you realize we're just people, what else is there? You're just there to like connect with other people. And if you can focus on that and just being a person, don't try to be a fucking influencer, dude. Like,
yeah,
that shit's so lame. I did that for the longest time, and I realized it's like, okay, what am I doing? You know, I'm trying to be like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. I'm clearly fucking
What do you mean
different.
by that? Don't be
like what I mean by don't be like everyone else is don't try to do all the same shit that everybody else is doing and like trying to be. Have you noticed how everyone is trying to be something that they're not?
Yeah.
Like, I believe in creating a character for yourself, right? Create an alter ego for yourself, but be you. Like, let that alter ego be the person that you want to be in the future. Is the future you? Is a better version of you? Your alter ego is not like this person that likes things that are completely different. Your alter ego is somebody who likes things that you like and does them to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
And that's it. Don't try to be David Dobrik and laugh like David Dobrik. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of like the best way I would go about trying to explain that. And trying to create all of these things that other people are doing. Is you're not them. You'll never be them. Get that out of your mind.
Yeah.
You're special. Focus on that. Focus on finding all of the things. The more you tell yourself you're special, the more reasons and the more things you'll find that are special about you. Like, you remember what I said, your focus and attention are the number one most important things.
Yeah.
You can figure out a way to give yourself all that focus and attention and you stop letting other people have it, you'll win. So lock in on you and lock in on what makes you special and lock in what you like. Okay. Bro, if you like anime, tap into that shit. If you like certain shoes, right? Tap into that shit. Like, find all the reasons to talk about whatever it is that you love.
Yeah.
And content is unlimited. I heard somebody saying they're not content ideas, they're thoughts, actions, and processes. Think about how many thoughts you have on a daily basis as a runner, right? Or as a whatever it is that you identify as. You have a million different thoughts that go through your head. Talk about it. Film it. You're not the only one thinking this shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're thinking it and other people need to hear it. What are the processes you do when you wake up? That's content. You can film you talking. Like, that's the crazy part about content. Is like, don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be like, this is day 55 of me running a marathon. It's the same video every day. Like, no, you can say like, oh, thoughts while training. Like, oh, I hate doing this. I hate getting up every day, and I've just had this complication. I'm trying to get over this hump, and I've been feeling this way. Is anyone else feeling this way? That's how people connect to you.
Yeah.
You're not trying to stop thinking about, like, when I say 100 million subscribers, like, that's on the entertainment level.
Yeah.
What I care about is building a community of people who feel me. We care about the same thing. I know there's so many people that feel the same way that I do. Maybe I haven't figured out the right way to like display that yet.
Yeah.
But I will. And I will connect with these people. And I don't need to connect with 100 million people on a deep level. Maybe I connect with 1 million people on a deep level. But like, obviously I would love 100 million people to just to have an impact, to have some kind of impact, to see what it is that I'm doing. But like, it's not really about that. It's about connecting with people on a deep level and being able to impact them. And I hope that when you see what it is that I am doing, or when that I die, the impact that I had on you is you just thought about maybe trying to do whatever it is that you wanted to do for yourself, and you got at it with your whole heart, and you weren't so fixated on whatever the world thinks about you, and you just, that's it. Like, fuck everything else. Just do you, and stop worrying about that. When you think in love, bruh, and you stop overthinking, you will win. Don't overthink this content shit. I know I'm giving you all this information and stuff like that. I know that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're protecting yourself from trying to make the wrong move. Stop.
Yeah.
Go. I hope you run into a bunch of walls.
Yeah, I'm
because
prepared. I'm gonna look stupid, but
dude, it's not. That's the thing. Is like, look stupid. So what? Who are you looking stupid to? People that you don't even care about.
Yeah.
Fuck. I know people don't like me. I don't like them anyways. Why am I worried about their opinion? You know, maybe one person will say, you know what people do like? People like to see people trying.
Yeah.
They might not admit it, but they know, they are acknowledging you. You know, he's out here looking stupid as fuck, but he's out here trying, and he's doing something I wish I could do. Have you ever noticed that there's people who hate on other people who are trying?
Yeah.
It's because they're doing something that they're not. Yeah, they're envious of you looking stupid. That's a superpower right there. You think like, dude, I'm stupid, that's so embarrassing. Like, bro, you're doing something that people only wish they could put themselves in. So just pick your head up and keep moving forward. And if there's a fucking 100 walls in front of you before you get to the finish line, you better run at that wall as hard as you can and fail forward. Fail. You fail your way to success. That's really what it is, you know? So don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Don't overstress yourself. Don't worry about the analytics and all that stuff. You can worry about that later. Focus on making a good video and being the best version of you and feeling whatever it is you're doing. Because if you're not feeling whatever it is that you're doing, then, you know, you also do have to get up and be disciplined, and it doesn't matter how you feel, and go create a video.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what creates the. I made videos when I didn't feel like making videos, but I learned, and I noticed, and I think the cool part about doing what we do is like you become self-aware. You learn yourself so much, dude. It's the same thing as being an athlete, right? When you're a professional boxer, and like you notice yourself, like, oh, now all of a sudden you've got through this phase of like you were angry for a while, and you use that anger as motivation, and then now that anger is gone, and now you're in a different state of mind, and you notice maybe you're scared, and you start getting hit, and now the hits, they hurt much more, but you become self-aware to how much more those hurts hit and why, and you start asking yourself questions. And dude, if you know yourself, that's the biggest superpower in the world, because then nobody can tell you like what it is you are, and that's the key, bro. Know yourself.
No one can tell you what you should
what
do.
You should be.
You know what you want.
You're not afraid to fail because you're just like, this makes sense to me. It don't have to make sense to anybody else. That's why Kanye's crazy. That motherfucker's not crazy. Kanye is a fucking, people think he's a genius, whatever it is. Dude, he's just him.
Yeah.
He's so unapologetically him, and he does what he does, and it doesn't make sense to anybody else, but eventually, in the future, it does.
Yeah.
100 million subscribers, people are gonna like look at me, they're gonna hear that right now, and they're gonna be like, yeah, you're fucking nuts. You're insane.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You know, like, I don't care, it doesn't have to make sense to you. And I tell people, like, I don't believe in keeping all your goals and your shit private. Yes, it can fuck with your energy if you tell the wrong people.
Yeah.
But.
Or if you tell someone you don't act on it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. But nobody can unconvince me that I'm gonna have 100 million subscribers, because that's just what I see. I've convinced myself so much. I know myself so well that it doesn't matter what you think. I can have 1,000 people in a room speaking into my ear telling me, you're not gonna do it. Motherfucker, watch me. You know? And that's what it is that every day you wake up and you have that conviction, and you take action on yourself. And you have to fucking know it before I know that I'm gonna have 100 million subscribers before it happens. You know?
Yeah.
It's funny you're recording this keep keep this shit.
No,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna listen
and
to
we
this.
gonna look back on it when I have 100 million subscribers. You'd be like, he knew it.
Yeah.
Bro, I have so much confidence in myself because every day I wake up and I do exactly what it is that I know I need to do, and yeah, that's it. I totally forgot you were.
I know.
But it would be cool. Now we'll be able to
that would
something
be.
we look back on, and like, dude, listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit when you like trying to figure it out because the answer is there. I'm telling you everything from the heart.
Yeah.
From 10 years of failure and crying, and you're gonna hate yourself some days. You gonna wake up and you gonna say, "Fuck, I wish I wasn't living this life." But just be grateful that you're living a life that you got to choose, and you're making the mistakes because they're your choices and they're not somebody else's choices. Of where you woke up and you did a job that you fucking hated for the rest of time, and you don't make the choices. Now this is your life. You chose that shit. Take on the responsibility of that and just enjoy it. Because, bro, we're so blessed. We're so fucking blessed, bro. Like, we don't even understand how blessed we are, bro. And the fact that you get to make these videos, just be grateful. Don't be, when something doesn't work out, don't be mad. Understand everything happens in your best interest. That's the best way to look at everything. And it will form you. And there's so many things that didn't make sense. There's so many things that don't make sense now. And I just like kind of wake up and keep trying. I have a vision, so I just fire off on it. Yeah. And you don't know what you're doing all the time. And do I know exactly how 100 million subscribers is going to come? Do I know exactly what video is going to make that? No. But I just know it'll happen.
And you know your next step.
Yeah, and I'm just taking my next step. And Tate said something that I always like really resonated with is sometimes you're gonna be so fucked that you feel like there's nothing to do. There's no good move to do. But there's always a best move. Sometimes it's not a good move. Maybe it's a step backwards, but that's the best move you can take. You know, because something is better than nothing in most cases. As long as you're moving forward, as long as you're taking a step somewhere, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. If you take a step 1,000 steps in the wrong direction, at least you tried, right? It was better than not taking any steps at all and not knowing that was the wrong direction. Now you walk all the way back and then you go down a different path, but at least you gain that experience. That's it. So, sorry, this went into a whole life lesson of things, but as a good reminder, because that's what it is. This content shit is like you're just creating and you're getting. It doesn't matter what you're doing with life. It's not content. It's everything in life. If you can come at that mentality of like, all right, I'm just trying. Just be a trier, bro. Yeah. Just be a trier. It's not about not being scared to do it. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna have so many days when it's like, fuck, what am I doing? You're gonna question things, but you will be 50 days in. You'll be like, all right, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, keep pushing. Just see yourself through it. Are you gonna do it? Do it. Give yourself a challenge, bro. This year, it's like I want to do 100 days consistently, where I make a video every single day. There's no exception. Okay. And you will fucking make it happen if you really want it. And you will come out a completely different person, knowing completely different things, knowing a whole new set of knowledge. And if you can set goals like that, with content especially, you'll really hit it. I don't know, like, because I think it's a little different for like everybody with different, like sports. Yeah. Right? Like when you're a boxing athlete, I don't know what goals look like when you're a boxing athlete. Like, I want to be able to punch harder, hit a certain weight. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But you just kind of set goals that you're like, oh, I want to get my jump rope up to 10 minutes and be able to do 1,000. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, you just set little goals for yourself. So posting every day is probably the best thing that you could start with. Okay. And then when YouTube comes around, we can talk about that. And that's like a different conversation. And I'm sure I'll be a lot further along to where I can give you much better advice than where I was at now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You might be too far ahead.
No, bro. It's not. It's never a conversation of I won't be able to help you out. I'm always around, bro. I just like to see people like win. Yeah. Fuck. What's the point of life seeing people like fail? That's just stupid. But
or quit.
Fuck. I hate quitters, bro.
Yeah.
Because it like I know what it. I think I was telling you yesterday. I imagine what life looked like if I quit or if I didn't do what it was that I wanted to do. Yeah. And I could just see myself going down all the different paths. And I've seen people that kind of like resembled what I imagined for myself. Yeah. I've seen people who are homeless. I've seen people who went into drugs and see myself. I don't know. I'm an addict, and like I was telling you, I get addicted to things, so I want to get addicted to good things, and that's why I never did drugs, and never did any of that kind of stuff, because I know that I don't even want to find out what it is.
Yeah.
So I want to get addicted to good things, and just keep firing off on those things, and wake up and be excited about things that I'm doing, because if I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do, who knows what I would have been addicted to and where my life would have taken me. And it's the same thing with you. Shit, bro, you could have been your ass could have been in a gang, bro. like what the fuck? Like, what is life, bro? Yeah.
No, I've like, I think like that major like point in my life was when I quit the rugs.
Yeah.
I saw myself spiral down into becoming like the lowest version of myself, like low energy. I became more introverted, like low ass confidence, and like I never want to be like that
Motion.
ever.
Constant motion is what changes that, right? Even if you don't know what you're doing, as long as you're getting up and you're going, that's what kind of stops you. And it's gonna suck. You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna be depressed, and you're gonna do whatever it is. But it's better than getting fat and doing whatever it is. And I know what that's like. Pick something that kind of interests you and just go after it. It doesn't matter if it fucking sucks. Like, but you have to give yourself a time period of it. Maybe content might not be the thing for you. Like, you see yourself and you might do this thing. I don't mean that as like in a bad way. I mean that in like you might find something that far interests you more, right? But give yourself a time period to do this thing. If it's I always say 6 months. I'm gonna give myself 6 months. I'm gonna give it 100%, and I mean 100%. You're gonna learn everything about it. You're gonna spend 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day learning about the thing. You're gonna spend an hour, 2 hours a day practicing it, filming the video, crafting it, editing it.
Okay.
Do everything about that. Imagine this is gonna be the job for the rest of your life. That's how you should be giving it for the next 6 months.
Okay.
And if it sucks after 6 months and you no longer do it, seriously, and you don't want to do it, fine, don't ever do it again.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the way I look at it. If I know, I should know by the end of the 6 months, damn, that's a fire bike. I should know by the end of the 6 months that this is the thing I want to do or not, or I never want to touch it again. And that's how I kind of gave myself when I first started doing content. Not first started doing it, but like started taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Because this is when TikTok came around. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to just give it a try. I'm going to upload every single day and make these skits. And then COVID came around and stuff. I was uploading every day. So I'm going to give myself 6 months. I think about 2 months in, like it was hard. And I was like, dude, I suck at this editing. I suck at this, whatever it was. But then I fell in love with it. And I said 2 months in, I was like, this is it. This is going to be the thing that I did. But you have to get over the hump. I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, they suck at whatever it is that they do, and that makes them think that they don't want to do it. But like, yeah, if I fucking sucked at something too, I probably wouldn't want to do it. Like, nobody likes baseball when they are terrible at baseball, but when you're hitting home runs all the time, then you're gonna enjoy baseball, right? Like that's kind of just how everything works. And like, you're gonna suck at it at first, so just get used to it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the process. It's such a hard thing to hear, but it's the truth. So, yeah. Any other questions?
That's a lot to take in. So you said basically trying. Okay, you said 6 months, but you also said like, I did like how you said like 100 days of like posting content. I think that would be like, I'd see some amazing growth doing that.
100 days. You'll get to know yourself a lot better. I think that's more of it. What it is, you're gonna learn about the thing, but you're gonna know what you like better. That's why I say like, if you try different things and you give yourself a time period, is because you're gonna figure out more about yourself than the thing that you're doing. Yeah. And by knowing yourself, then you'll know what you like. I think a really cool thing that I would recommend, like everybody does, and I always say this to people, is first write the list of things you don't like. Find all the shit you hate. Like, I hate being told what to do. Don't ever fucking tell me what to do. Like, it's always come down to that. Like, don't tell me what to do. I don't like to do things on other people's time. I like to do things on my own time. I like freedom, and I like to make money. I like time freedom, location freedom, money freedom, whatever it is. I also love to be creative. I'm not a mathematical motherfucker. I would rather pay somebody to do my taxes than try to do it myself. Unfortunately not. That's just the way it is. Find out all this shit that you hate, and then start to find out the things that you do like. Start to do the things that you want to figure out what you do like, and then the more you know yourself, the easier a career is for you, because you know what works and what doesn't. And then yeah, there's certain sacrifices. You're not gonna always like editing. Great, okay, cool. Hire an editor. That's the cool part about having money, is like you pay people to do shit you don't want to do anymore. I know one day I'll get tired of editing. I've had a really, really like amazing run with like editing, and I always loved doing it for a while. And it's cool to like, bro, you're chefing, you're out here making a fucking cake, you know, and then you get to taste it at the end when the video's all done. But like, it's 9 hours of sitting at the computer being like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm so stressed of cutting out clips. Like, this is busy work. So maybe as you cut out different shit, so find out what you do like doing, and then eliminate the process. You should be cutting out things that you do like or that you don't like, and you should be doing more of what you do like. And then like how they talk about building wealth is pay everybody to do all the things that either take up too much of your time or you don't enjoy doing, and focus on the thing that either makes you the most money or you enjoy the most.
Okay.
And that's it. Literally, it's so simple. It's actually really, really simple process. We just overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be in year 5. You're gonna be like, I don't know if I want to do this. Fuck your feelings. Follow the plan. 6 months. You're gonna make X content. Cool. What your goal is not about having 100,000 followers in 6 months.
Yeah.
Your goal is, I want to know who I am right now. It's a long process, but you'll figure it out. So that's, if I were to speed run what I did, that's how I would do it. And then I kind of already explained to you, like, when you start running short form and stuff like that, you can get paid a lot better with opportunities. And like, I could give you a whole bunch of advice on that later on, but there's different ways to monetize. You know what you should do is you should focus on helping people first. Fuck, as I said, nobody cares about you. People care about what you're giving them. So give them what they want. Give them something amazing. Maybe give them something they never knew they needed. Communities are fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because we all feel a certain kind of way about something, right? And then through that, you're giving them inspiration and you're talking to people, you know? Like, imagine I did a content business where I gave people all this help and this advice, and like, I probably will have this conversation. I could charge $10, $20, $30, $50 a month. Charge $100 a month to talk about this shit every single week. You know, now you're in a community with other people who are also into this. That's value right there. You know, and there's a bunch of different things to do. You could do a run club, California Run Club, whatever it is. Yeah. You know, and then okay, I'm just kind of tired of running. I want to go do swimming. California Swim Club. I don't know. Swim. There's a million different things you could do. It doesn't really matter. That's the cool thing. The ideas come to you as you go. I don't ever have it all planned out. Like I said, 100 million. Lord knows how we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah. That's it. That's all you gotta know. And then my mind is fixated on that. So I don't know. I feel like I've tapped into the infinite abundance of, what do they call it? The infinite intelligence, where the ideas just come to me now. It takes practice, but like. It's what they call flow state. Yeah, I hit that in certain aspects, bro. So when I lock in, I just lock in, and it's like, oh, dude, it feels so good. There's no better feeling than locking into your flow state. I think that's the only thing that you should be kind of like focused on. And you don't do that other than like just enjoying what you're doing and stop stressing so much. Whatever you're stressing about, it doesn't matter. You're like, this video's not that good. Stop. Chill out. Calm down. Like it's not that big. It's not that big a deal. And that's how you get in the flow state. Just get into whatever you're doing, man. Have fun with it. Just like when you're running, you get runner's high. You get flow state. That's what it is. Yeah. You just love it. Cool. That's exactly how you should be doing about anything. And how do you get into runner's high? It's by running. But literally just you keep fucking running, and then eventually you hit it.
Yeah, and usually like the first mile is the worst. It sucks.
Like, exactly. It's always is.
But after you get over it, you do get into like that flow state.
Yeah, 100%. And it's funny because we like are talking about this, and everything that I've said, I feel like applies to everything in life.
It's weird, but it's true.
It doesn't matter. I could have taken this advice and given it to anybody. Yeah. And there's just simple rules to life that like if you follow them. You'll figure it out. It doesn't matter what it is.
It's like there's a recipe, like
there's a recipe
to live like a really good life.
Stop indulging in things like I heard this not too long ago. They said, there's this girl, it was an Instagram video I was watching, and she said, I want to make sure I get this right here. It's by choosing, like, when you do things that you don't want, you only invite more of that into your life, and so you're just choosing. Like, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm not 100% sure where I was going off on, but like, the way to live a good life is just by choosing the things that you do want, and by doing the things that you don't want, you're choosing them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
By doing the things that you don't want to do, like you're staying in bed and you're being lazy, you're choosing that. So that's the life you're gonna live. Stop choosing things you don't want to do, and you stop living the life that you don't want to live. And yeah, it takes a while to get out of the slump. As you said, the first mile is like running in mud.
Yeah.
And then eventually you
there's
get out
a
of the mud,
guy.
you shake off the mud, and you're chilling.
Yeah, I think there's like a law, I forgot what it's called, but basically every single choice you make leads you closer to a certain goal or
This is
far away.
The law of accumulation.
Yeah, law of accumulation.
Brian Tracy
yes,
talks about it.
Brian
Great
Tracy,
fucking
yeah.
video. It's like I think that's one of the things that changed my situation that last year was I was like, it's either positive or negative. There's nothing that's ever neutral. And so you have to think about it like a wheel, right? And the wheel either spins, it's like a scale. And it's the more weight that you put on one side of it will start to spin the wheel in that direction. If you put enough weight on the other side of, it's like a car. If you put a bunch of weight on one side of the car, it'll go that way. If you put weight on the other side of the car, it'll go that way. And that's what it is. So everything you do applies to your situation. You think like, if I just chill for a little bit, it won't. No, it will. Like, imagine you took that time that you just chilled and put it into working on the video or hitting the reps or whatever it is. Or getting up and running. Or fueling yourself with good food. Or out here eating donuts. Like the donut's not, don't eat donuts because that doesn't add to your situation, you know? Sometimes there are things that you gotta do that are just help your happiness, right? But you self-discipline and control. Stop choosing things you don't want because you're only allowing more of it into your life. It's living life is simple, but there's the devil and there's temptations and there's things that people that will come into your life for certain seasons to fuck you up. Man, it should not be easy, bro. I've had people come into my life that were not good people, bro, and I just had to I think the number one rule you could possibly do is get the fuck away from negativity and notice when you're being the negativity. You never notice like it doesn't need to be anybody else who's fucking you up. You could have had a bad situation and then you turned it into the negativity. And all you're thinking is negativity. Yeah. So everything else is fine around you, but you're the one fucking it up.
I also notice if I'm following someone and I keep catching myself not liking what they're posting or just thinking, I start becoming a little more negative towards them. I'm like, okay, I need to unfollow them. This is making me negative, you know?
Yeah. Just be aware of that. Just unfollow them. Yeah. It's not. It doesn't need to be deeper than it is. I think we like to look at the shit too deep and overanalyze it. It's like poison. I think we're so overstimulated that we have our own thoughts and it's a battle over your mind. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a battle over just make your own bubble, your own energy. Yeah. Create your own environment. Be in your own head. Be fucking delusional if you have to, because eventually you're delusional until you're not. Because once you believe the delusion, it's just your reality. Your perception is everything. That's why they say you can control your thoughts and stay the fuck away from negativity. That's the number one thing. I hate negative people. You know, I really try to do my best being away from that stuff because I love happy, good energy. I want to be around that. I feel like I represent that. And in order for me to keep that up, I need to be, because I can be a negative person. I don't ever want to catch myself in that loop. So I stay the fuck away from negative people and that's the best thing you do because it's so sticky. You notice how sticky negative energy is? Dude, somebody's saying shit and all of a sudden you'll just catch yourself around it. There's a rule that they say. They say avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. And that there's never been anything true in that. I stay the fuck away from people who are unhappy. because if they're unhappy with themselves, they'll make you unhappy with yourself. If you feel some kind of way, then you feel like you have to put that on to everybody else. But it also works vice versa. When you're around positive people,
Yeah.
like, I don't want you to be negative around me. I want you to be happy. When you're with me, I want you to feel like you learned something. I want you to feel like you are achieving things and feel
Yeah.
give you a good feeling.
Honestly, that's like a main reason why I left, like, to come here to Thailand.
Yeah.
Because I knew, like, there's a lot of, like, content creators here. Like, odds are I'm going to find at least someone that's, like,
Yeah.
like-minded. And I found you.
Yeah,
And
what
I
are
was
the
like,
chances,
like
bro?
that's fucking
And it's funny 'cause,
crazy.
like, you just hit me up on Instagram. You're like, hey, like, or I don't know if I hit you up on Instagram
No,
or something.
I think you said you're in Chiang Mai, and I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm down.
Yeah. And I think I saw you posted, and you know what's crazy is like why I said we were talking about thoughts and your processes and that being good content. You posted a picture of you writing your goals down.
Yeah.
Of what you wanted for the year. I never seen anybody do that. Like I've seen you got the entrepreneur, self-improvement guru, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You just post the shit. Like you're not even like out here being a social media influencer, but you posted like what you wanted to do and you talked about. And I think I saw a video. I think you're like, how can I tell the gang I don't fuck with like partying and shit?
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, having fun. And I said, I love that. I love that energy. And he's not a fucking sheep.
Yeah.
God, I hate sheep, bro. Like I just stopped being mob mentality. Like, it's crazy. Could you imagine how amazing the world would look if we all just started like really independently thinking and stopped like. I think a lot of people are still trying to figure themselves out, and then they don't like certain things about themselves, and they think it's unchangeable, and then they just follow the herd. But like, bro, people have so much potential, dude. Even the people who I think are the stupidest that I might dislike have so much potential, and it'd be so sick. It'd be so sick if we were all just so tapped into our own like creativity and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think
Like,
capitalism,
everyone's, like,
I don't think capitalism
building
would
off-
work if if everyone was so like productive.
No.
Like that. But
No.
that's why they say that the world needs to run that way. But you're doing a really good job of keeping people pretty enslaved to all this consumerism and shit. But yeah, it's a crazy, crazy world we live in.
Yeah, I think I started. I started getting like more materialistic when like I had my job.
Yeah.
And, like, cause I was surrounded by like people who were like materialistic.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not always a bad thing though.
it's not. But when you're not making a lot of money, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
Well, I'll
where are
tell you
your
this.
priorities?
You know what my non-negotiable has been? Like, even when I was making a lot of money, is going out and eating. I love steak. I'm a fucking addict to steak, bro. Like, I've always ate like meat when I was a kid, and I love steak, and it was something that like that makes me feel wealthy. I don't know what it is, the symbolism of eating steak. So I eat steak even when I'm broke. I have a couple $100 in my account, and I'll spend $50 on a steak occasionally because, like, it makes me feel good, and I feel like I can do anything after that, you know. And whatever it is, dress nicely. Like, it helps you feel. You don't need to have all the fucking fresh clothes. Like, we wear athletic clothes. We literally wear the same fucking outfit, the same brand, like Target.
It's crazy.
Whatever the fuck this
Like,
is.
what are the odds?
Right, what are the odds? Literally, like, we dress the same thing. But it makes you feel good. You feel fresh. You feel clean. You feel athletic. You feel your arms, like, sticking out, you know? Like, you feel good. Do that shit for yourself. You notice? Like, can you imagine what you'd feel like if you were dressed like a bum?
Yeah.
So it's a noticeable difference.
It's the same, like, if I don't, like, shave and I, like, look like shit, I'm like, you feel like shit.
Yeah, you feel like shit. So don't put yourself like that. If you got to spend a little bit of money, you got to be a little materialistic. You know, I'll tell you this, when I go to Bangkok, I always feel materialistic because I go into those malls and I'm like, motherfuck, I want to go spend a bunch of money on shit I don't even need. It's a feeling, though.
Yeah.
And if you notice that it's a feeling that makes you feel that way, then, and you, do some things that give you that feeling. The more that you feel that way, the more you're more likely to do more things that involve you in that, right? Like, for me, it's like I love the adventure, so I just do it as much as possible, and then I get that feeling, and then it insinuates more action towards that thing that I want, more adventure.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then eventually it becomes a lifestyle. If you like the feeling of drugs, you're gonna do it more often.
Yeah.
And then you identify with the thing, right? It's like have you ever read James Clear's Atomic Habits?
Yeah.
You know, he talks about like how you build identity and how it comes through actions and habits and stuff like that. If you say you're a runner, well, you start doing things that a runner does. You start eating the way a runner does. You start running the way that a runner does.
Yeah.
You'll do everything to identify with it. So what is your identity? Who are you telling yourself you are? And if you can do that, and you can put that in a good light, and you can really believe that shit, everything else will align.
Yeah.
And then that good feeling of whatever it was, like, I wanted to be fit, I wanted to be strong, so I started wearing clothes that I would wear if I was, like, strong. And,
Yeah.
you know? I remember, like, reading books, not, like, understanding or, like, listening to podcasts, not being in the headspace. You oftentimes don't understand the things that people are talking about if you're not in the headspace to understand it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you have to shift the mindset. Everything is mindset.
That's why I think, like, maybe it's an audiobook or like a book, but like rereading it or listening to it like years later is, you're a whole different person, where you sometimes you pick up on like things that just would have crossed your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the audiobook, what is it called? The Outweighing the Devil.
Dude,
That one
greatest book
I like
ever
listen
written.
to it at least like once a year.
Mhm.
And cause like I'm
You pick up
gonna
something
forget
different from it every
forget
time,
certain
too.
things, but yeah, like certain things are gonna apply to my life, and I'm gonna remember that because it's in the moment right now, and that's gonna be like something that I needed to pick up on, you know, because it's a long audio
It's so
book.
funny. I was literally just, you know, we always say like, oh, our phones are listening to us.
Yeah.
Last night, what popped up on my YouTube feed? Audiobook to Outwitting the Devil.
No
After
way.
we had talked about it, I was like, it's a sign. Motherfuckers are listening to me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm literally about to listen to that. I was like, you know, that's a good reminder. I'm gonna listen to that again. And I do the same thing. I read like certain things that I know are really good for me, and listen to certain things. I think reading's kind of like stupid. And what I mean by that is I just fucking hate reading.
Yeah.
Audiobooks I love, and I absorb the information much better. And I'll listen to it over and over again. So like I just can't, I can't get myself to sit down and read a book. Because it requires massive discipline. But I also could be at the gym lifting and
it's
also
slow.
getting the
It's
information.
slow to get the information.
Right.
But I think when you you actually do take the time, you highlight and like I usually make notes, you're gonna like attain a lot more information, but it's so slow. So slow.
See, I just my life needs to be active. Like I have to be doing shit.
Yeah, and it gets boring.
Yeah.
Where to the point where you're like, do I really want to like sit down with the book when I could be like working, you know?
Yeah, 100%. So I don't know. I think every to each their own, but that's all I say. Like, if you can't do books, just listen to audiobooks and play some music that you're listening to. How many times can you listen to fucking Kendrick Lamar? They ain't like us. They ain't like us. Like, all right, bro, you listen to the song 64 times. Bro.
Yeah.
Just chill. Like, go listen to an audiobook. Like, you're not putting anything new in your.
Yeah.
I know you like the song, but calm down. Do some shit that's good for you. Like, stop. You know it's poison. You know, and that's what it is your ego of like wanting to do something you want to do versus what you know you need to do that's good for you. And yeah, I Alex Hormozy always talks about it, and I love Alex Hormozy because he hits it on the nose when he says the biggest periods of growth are always the fastest periods of growth are always the most painful. And that's always been the truth. And I've always had to remind myself, this year has been so hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's been hard. Like, it's crazy. It's always the best years, though. That have always been the hardest.
Yeah.
Notice it. The most growth. I'm the most proud of myself. Have been the hardest. And the loneliest. But I've grown fast. I feel like I'm growing years at a time. Years. Like, I had, like, last year, bro, I think I grew like 6 years of experience in 1 year. Like, that's what I feel like, you know. But if you can get used to it, it all just, I don't know how to explain it. It all is just amazing, you know. And that's really what it takes is, can you do 40 years of growth in 5 years of like, and that's what they say, it only takes 5 to 10 years to get rich if you're actually focused. Actually focused, keyword.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people get thrown off and they want to do all these different things. And they're like, oh, well, it takes so long to get rich. It's like, no, it doesn't. If you're working on one thing for a long enough period of time and you're obsessed with it and you do it every single day, you'll figure out something that's how to get towards whatever it is that you want. And that's it. So, that's what I say. Stick to fucking one thing. Go hard on it. Fuck what everybody else thinks. And just be the best at that thing. Why you do anything if you're not trying to be the best at it?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Why would you keep going?
Why? We wake up in the morning to be fucking mediocre. You wake up in the morning to like, I hate that. I don't understand why people wake up in the morning to like, yeah, let me just like, I'm so excited to watch Netflix. I don't get it. I love crazy shit. I want to wake up in fucking Africa and go hunt with a tribe because nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
I want to go, like, you were talking about running an ultra marathon. That sounds fucking insane to me, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to do it now. Man, fuck, man. I'm at the ultra marathon with you. Like, I can see myself doing that because I understand. Like, I just can't, I don't want to live a normal life. I don't want to do this shit to, like, the average. You're telling me we're born in this, like, time period of life where, like, what are the chances that there are 8 billion fucking people and me and you are sitting here and, like, people think shit is coincidental. It can't be.
Yeah.
Everything in my life cannot have been just by accident. That doesn't make sense. And everything is like the way that the world was created. And you're telling me that you got, like, let's say 80 years to, like, you know, do what you want. I mean, you got the, like, indoctrination of school for the first, like, 15, 20 years of your life, 18 years of your life. Like, after that, you want to be mediocre? You want to not experience everything that the world has to offer? Fuck all that. Fuck all of that, bro. I would not. I just couldn't put myself in that position. You're telling me that, like, I gotta just sit at a laptop for the next 50 years of my life? Even if I have location freedom and time freedom to, like, work on the job that I want to work on? Like, nah, I want to do what I want to do. And I want to help the people I want to help. And I want to make sure the quality of life for everyone around me is just there. What else really matters, you know? And you gotta do hard shit because that's what life is about, bro. It's not the best feeling ever to, like, achieve something. Not like sitting there and, like, after you watch porn, you, like, jerk off and you're like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
And then you feel disappointed in yourself and you, like, just continues to perpetuate that feeling. So I don't know. I guess I enjoy just having fun and working hard and that's it. And of course, I get distracted too. Like, I'm not hurt. Like, I've said all the great advice that I've given you. There's also a lot of shit that I've gone through that, like, there's times I wasn't focused, and there's times that I just dick off, and, like, I went through a porn addiction for, like, well, I mean, I think I was kind of younger and stuff like that. And it's like what most kids go through, but, like, it's not you have to learn. You have to go through massive guilt and shame and bad experiences sometimes in order to learn a lesson that you have to do. You have to get sick of your own shit. That's the best feeling when you're like, fuck this, I'm so tired of all this shit. Like, why I keep putting myself through this? And then it shifts, and then your mindset starts to shift, and you say, I'm fucking tired of this. And then you just pick up and you go and you go and you go, and maybe you're numb for a little bit, and it's not a fun feeling, but it pushes you further than you ever know it could. And I love that. And I think that, like, you always come out, like, way better than what you were beforehand. And that, there's no more beautiful than that shit. So I kind of, like, I'm excited towards all the bad stuff that's going to happen because I know that after the bad shit, after the rain comes the sunshine. You know?
Exactly.
So, yeah. That's my 2 cents, man.
All right, well,
You know?
I'm going to listen to this.
Absolutely.
Like,
please, dude, will you send that to me?
Yeah. Dude, you've been talking for like an hour.
Yeah, it's going off, bro. I don't shut the fuck up sometimes.
No, but it's like
Hopefully
really
it's
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this basically either reinforces a lot of what I think, or it's like really good advice that like I can apply.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.